Yo, what's up everybody? So last week I spent an hour and I made this game about math, and basically you can multiply and it's going to give you the right or you're going to have to type in the right answer. And the reason why I made that game is because I love math. I know. There's not that many like me, but I do love math, and I often find myself looking to increase my skills in math. I was actually trained as a mechanical engineer in school, and I had to take a lot of math classes. I had to go all the way up to calculus 4. However, when you're going through those high-level maths, you don't really focus on any of the basic math like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. At that point, you're dealing with letters and all kind of imaginary numbers and stuff like that. So I wanted to make an app where you could practice your basic math mentally, because you need to be able to multiply, add, subtract, and divide in your mind. So that's what this app is about. As with any game or any app that I always start on paper. So I did the same thing with this one. I started on paper with a brainstorming idea, figuring out what's the best way to get this concept across to the people. I wanted this to be a UMG or a widget-based game, so that you never have to control a character or go through any environments. You play the whole game on the widget. So that's what I drew out. And I drew out the whole thing, including some of the code, which I wrote in my head, to try to make sure that it was correct. Then I fired up Unreal Engine and I tried to recreate the same widget that I drew on the paper in the engine. After I created the widget, I needed to give the widget functionality. I coded it so that it'll give you two random numbers multiplied by each other, and your job is to type in the answer. Then you press the check button to see if your answer was right or wrong. So after that, I wanted to add a timer in the game that would count down from 60 seconds so that you'd only have 60 seconds to do each problem. Now, if you don't complete the math problem within the 60 seconds, then you'll get a game over screen, which will send you all the way back to the title. Next, I wanted to put in a way for the game to track the player's score, so every time you get an answer right, your score will count up. Every time you get an answer wrong, you'll get an incorrect notification, and you'll be able to do that problem over again until the 60 seconds runs out. Then, in order to save the player's score, I needed to create a save load system. So I spent the last bit of my little hour creating a save load system. Since I was finished with the multiplication, I decided to make a title screen, but I wanted to add in all the other kinds of math, so I added in subtraction, addition, and division, along with the multiplication, and now you can choose which math that you want to get started on. Also, there's a player rank which is directly tied to your player's score, and you'll see this change as you get higher in score. But the last thing I wanted to add to this game was some tips. Maybe there's people who need to know how to add or know how to divide. If you click on the tips, it'll take you to different kinds of tips to help you go faster in math. Finally, I added some music and I put it on itch.io. So if anybody wants to increase their mental math skills, then you can go download this game for free on itch.io, and soon I'll be bringing it to mobile, meaning iOS and Android, so that people can do this on the go. So thanks for joining me today. I'll holla at y'all next time. Peace.